Shalom. First of all, I'd like to give all glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushai Ba'Shem Akatash. Double honor to teachers, elders, and the boss of great no soon. Likewise, brothers, split know this truth. Faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep, and to you, brothers and sisters tuning in. Shalom. Today's lesson's title, Esau. You should worry about your reparations you finna get. Now, I came across this article on MSN.com, and any of you that go onto this platform knows that they like to put TMZ and world style type style articles when they looking to stir up strife, controversy, locker room talk, and keep that division that's here in Great Babylon, America. Now let's go into this article today because it talks about California approves millions in Black American reparation despite $47 billion state deficit. Now we know that this is a crock of crap, okay? And as we go through this, we're going to see a few of the comments that are made by the keyboard warriors. They have to express their disapproval of this so-called windfall that they're going to give to quote unquote black people. But as we know, we are living in our own reparation from the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And Esau, the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, is going to give you that reparation that he gave us. In fact, let's take a look at the reparation that we got. Because when you go into Deuteronomy 28 and starting with verse 15, the Lord made it very clear, because of our disobedience and because of our wickedness, this is what he's going to give to us as payment. It says, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh Shai, thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. And if you continue on throughout that chapter all the way to the ending verse, which is 68, it shows that our payment was to go into slavery at the hands of Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white man. Henceforth, we can even have more proof of this when you go into Jeremiah 50 and start verse 31. It reads, behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, speaking about Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white man, said the Lord God of hosts, Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai, for thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee, and the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up. And I will kindle a fire in the cities, and it shall devour all around about him. Now listen to this, it says, thus said the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go, which demonstrates and have proof from Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68, where we would be in a fierce nation ruled over by fierce kings, and no man will save us. In fact, I'll read it. It says, and the Lord Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, and there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondsmen and bondswomen, and no man shall buy you. Now let's go into this article here before we go any further into the scriptures and we talk about that reparation that the Lord is going to give to Esau, the Edomites, the so-called white race, because we're living it right now. This is our hell. Now, it says California approves millions in Black American reparation, which they refer to us as black, which we are not, despite $47 billion state deficit. So they're poor managers, and they're in a negative on their bank account. So how are they going to pay this? Now, I want you to take a look at this top cat here, this keyboard warrior. Says, we owe these people absolutely nothing. It is they who owe. They owe it to their ancestors who were slaves, who walked through the Jim Crow era. It is they who need to make something of themselves to get an education, then a career, and make something of themselves. They are privileged. They are privileged to be born in America and in this time in history. It's time to leave the democratic plantation and do something for yourselves. Beautiful. In essence, Top Cat, you are correct. Esau don't owe nothing to the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, the so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latino. You see, we got our reparation from the Lord Yahweh Shai for our wickedness. You see, but only the men, okay, and the women, okay, the believers in Yahweh Shai are going to understand that and accept the fact that we truly messed up. And this is a time of repentance, not reparation. However, the so-called white man needs to worry about the reparation that the Lord Yahweh Shai is going to give him. So let's go into those reparations that Esau here are going to get. Those payments that the Lord is going to give you for your wickedness. Because remember, the wages of sin is what? Death. This is the book of Job 27, verse 13. It reads, "This is the portion of a wicked man with power, and the heritage of oppressors, which they shall receive of the Almighty. If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword, and his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread. Those that remain of him shall be buried in death, and his widow shall not weep." So you've had civil war that's going to be coming. You have homeland invasion that's going to be coming. And you have World War III, in which you are going to participate in. So the Lord is giving you your reparation for your wickedness in multiple facets of the rewards that he has set for you. When we go into Revelation 18 and start verse 7, it reads, "How much she had glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her. For she said in her heart, I sit a queen, and I'm no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death, and mourning, and famine, and she should be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord power who judge her." There it is. These are reparation that you should concern yourself with, Esau. Not trying to appease the 2/3, which you know those are the only ones that are actually having their hands out to you. You know, these ones. You see, because they're actually going to get part of your reparation too. They're going to participate, or they're going to receive the reparation from the Lord Yahweh Shai that he's going to have in store for you. Because they really believe that some way, somehow, that your paper money, which clearly you don't have enough of it, okay, is going to be satisfying to the tribe of Israel. But it's not. Let's go into Ezekiel 35 and starting with verse 5. Because there's always a reason for every judgment that the Lord give unto a tribe. And here's the reason for you. It says, "Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred for the children of Israel," of so-called blacks and Americans and Latino. Hey, we can see it right there, man. This is the reason why you think you can just buy forgetfulness. Hey, forget about it. "And has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Said thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee." So see, you cannot escape death or blood. I opened up with Job 27 and starting with verse 15, it reads, "Those that remain of him shall be buried in death, and his widow shall not weep." So see, the Lord has nothing but blood for you, death. That's your payback. You see, you're not going to be able to buy your way out of this, Esau. See, we don't get to make the decision as to whether you get to get a pass. You see, the Lord makes that decision. So you can go ahead and you can print out, okay, your money, and you can have a briefcase or suitcase full of money, or just fly in a 747 jet overhead and just drop your money in the ghettos and the barrios across America. It makes no difference, because these reparations that the Lord have for you, you're finna get it. Let's go to Isaiah 13 and start verse 13. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Shai, and in the day of his fierce anger. And it shall be as a chased roe and as a sheep, that no man take it up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone into his own land. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. So go ahead, you doggone so-called blacks and Latinos, with your handouts, with your signs about reparation. Go ahead. You see, because you're joining on to them in the mind, and you physically actually are joining on to Esau. You 2/3. You're going to fall by the sword. It says their children also should be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses should be spoiled, and their wives ravished. Boy, that's a recompense there for you, okay? That's definitely a great reparation. You see, we're in a time right now, we are chanting down Great Babylon, America. We are praying to the Lord, Yahweh Shai, to mercilessly judge Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white man, and those that join him. Let's go into the book of Amos 1 and start verse 11. Because these deaths are going to be merciless. The Lord will show absolutely no pity. No pity to you. Thus said the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity. So you have no pity for us. We're not praying for the Lord to show pity on you. We are praying for the Lord to give you double what he gave to us as a reparation for our wickedness. And his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. But I will send a fire upon Teman, which shall devour the palaces of Bozrah. Fire, brimstone, nuclear missile, sword, death, 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 death. That's your reparation, Esau. This is what you should worry about. We can close with Proverbs 11 and verse 4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness deliver it from death. So you can keep printing money all you want. You can distribute that money to the 2/3 whom the Lord don't like anyways, but they are Hebrew Israelites, and they will be reborn in the kingdom to come. But there is nothing that can save you or wipe away what you have done, Esau, to the children of the Most High, us so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latino. So Esau, you should worry about your reparations you finna get. Lord willing, the elect was edified today. I'd like to close it by giving all glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakakatash. Double honors to teachers, elders, and the boss of great millstone. Likewise, brothers, but know this true faith in the faith I see, feeding sheep. And to you, brothers and sisters, tuning in. Shalom.